and your betting. As an albesha, I will be share. Monye, Misiga, 500. We saw 5 so per 1,000, 70,500. Near Shas now. Near do 500. Kasi you must say. Kasi you must say. Kasi you must say.
Hello guys, welcome back to Sports Corner GH. My name is Adam. So guys, before I jump into today's video, I have good news for you. We are in the month of August and I'm going to give at least 2 people free jerseys at the end of the month. All you have to do is be part of the top 2 commenters live here on Sports Corner GH. Make sure to comment under almost all our videos at the end of the month. If you're part of the top 2 commenters, you earn yourself a free jersey of your choice. So guys, that is good news for you. Now, let's quickly jump into today's video. We are going to talk about why a lot of clubs, in fact, specifically 7 clubs are interested in Ernest Nuamah. We are going to give you a background story why all these clubs are interested in him. Also, we are going to put ourselves in Mohamed Kudus' shoes. If you were Mohamed Kudus, what will you do? The reason why his deal to Brighton and Hove Albion is stalling, we are going to discuss that live here on Sports Corner GH. Also, we have latest transfer information on Baba Idrisu. It is a here we go, a done deal. We are going to look at the details of that particular contract and also many Ghanaian and Black Star player transfer news live here on Sports Corner GH. So if you have not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe. If you have already subscribed to, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So guys, quickly, let me begin with Ernest Nuamah, and I'm going to begin with the academy here in Ghana called Right to Dream. Now, if you don't know Right to Dream has produced players like Mohamed Kudus, Kamaldeen, Sulemana, Abu Francis, Sadiq Ibrahim, and the likes. Now, Right to Dream has a connection with Northern. So what they do is they pick the brightest of players from Right to Dream and send them to Northern to develop as good players and then sell them to other clubs in Europe. The last player who left, or the last Ghanaian player who left Northern for a huge fee was Kamaldeen Sulemana. He left Northern to Rennes for 17 million euros. Now he was being replaced by Ernest Nuamah. As his replacement, Ernest Nuamah lived up to the hype. Last season alone, he copped 3 awards. Players Player of the Season, Best Player of the Season, and Best Young Player of the Season. He won everything. Let's come to this season that just started. In 3 games, he has scored 4 goals, given 1 assist. In July, he has copped 2 awards. Player of the Month and Best Young Player of the Month. I mean, he has been very impressive. And looking at all what he has done from last season to this season, there are about 7 clubs that are currently interested in him. And some of the name of these clubs would shock you. Some are rumors, some are confirmed interest who have even submitted bids. Now, as of yesterday, Stade Reims have submitted 18 million euros to Northern for Ernest Nuamah. Stade Reims has lost about 6 players, and before they can compete, they need quality. That's why they went straight to bid for Ernest Nuamah, 18 million. Northern rejected that bid. Northern said they value Ernest Nuamah 20-25 million. If you don't have 20-25 million, don't come close. Now, the other teams that are interested, currently what we hear, Ajax are number 1. They are also interested in signing Ernest Nuamah. We also hear Chelsea. You see Chelsea signing a lot of young potential players. When they sign them, then they ship them to Strasbourg. We hear Chelsea are also considering the idea of signing Ernest Nuamah. And let's not forget, Ernest Nuamah's mother said that she would love for her son to play Chelsea in an interview. So, I mean, it's all part of the reasons. We also have Crystal Palace, who is also interested in Ernest Nuamah. OGC Nice, interested in Ernest Nuamah. PSG, as for them, they have rejected their 2 bids for Ernest Nuamah. So, guys, all these 7 clubs are all interested in Ernest Nuamah, looking at what he did from last season to this particular season. We just hope he makes the right choice. I mean, I would love to see Ernest Nuamah in Ajax. Mohamed Kudus, Ernest Nuamah on the wings, wala talai. Every club will fall in the hands of these 2 players. They'll fall. So guys, that is the latest concerning Ernest Nuamah's transfer. Now, since I talked about Mohamed Kudus, let's talk about Mohamed Kudus. As of yesterday, there was a rumor and a report that the reason why Mohamed Kudus didn't agree personal terms with Brighton and Hove Albion was just simple. Mohamed Kudus and his team sat down and monitored what Brighton and Hove Albion were doing in the transfer window, especially what they were doing with Moises Caicedo. Now, let's not forget, Brighton and Hove Albion, the amount they want to pay for Mohamed Kudus would be a club record fee. And if Mohamed Kudus proved to be the player they all thought he would, I'm telling you, what they are doing with Moises Caicedo and Chelsea would be worse when the time for Mohamed Kudus come. And Mohamed Kudus sat down and said, like, no, before I sign these personal terms, I need you to include a release clause so that when a team comes, there is a specific amount they have to pay to take me. Brighton and Hove Albion says no. Now, that is where they met at an impasse. This one says that I need a release clause on my contract. The other part says, no, we are not going to give you a release clause. So at this moment, personal terms is the reason why Mohamed Kudus to Brighton and Hove Albion is stalling. And the question most people are asking, if you are Mohamed Kudus, what will you do? Because I think I now understand why Mohamed Kudus is doing this. If Brighton and Hove Albion are not going to allow Mohamed Kudus include release clause to his contract, Mohamed Kudus should stay at Ajax. He should stay. In fact, see, I support that notion. He should just stay. Because looking at what they are doing to Moises Caicedo, at this moment, Moises Caicedo is not even with the team. Mohamed Kudus, I think he's very sharp. And to all those advising him, they have done very well. I think this is one of the best decisions he has taken in this transfer window. So guys, we'll make sure to follow up on this and bring you all info. If you were Mohamed Kudus, would you go without release clause, or you still insist on that release clause, or you stay at Ajax? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. So guys, that is the latest concerning Mohamed Kudus. Now, moving away from Mohamed Kudus, let's talk about Callum Hudson-Odoi. Now, Callum Hudson-Odoi has been told by Pochettino that he is not part of his plans. In fact, as at this moment, Callum Hudson-Odoi does not have a Chelsea jersey number on Katim. Now, the teams we hear that were interested in Callum Hudson-Odoi were Lazio and also Fulham. Fulham sent a first bid of 4 million euros. It was rejected. Chelsea told them to go and bring 8 million euros. And the reason why Callum Hudson-Odoi is going to Fulham is because of Fulham coach Marco Silva, who is highly interested in the player. So, guys, we hear there is a progress to Callum Hudson-Odoi's transfer. As to when we'll hear a year we go, I think it would be very soon. It would be very, very soon, because Chelsea and Fulham are trying to meet at common grounds and agree on a personal term and also agree on fees to pay for Callum Hudson-Odoi. So guys, we'll make sure to follow up on this and also bring you all info you need to know about this. Now, moving on, let's talk about the next Ghanaian player, a Black Star player, a Black Star midfielder, Baba Idrisu. In fact, yesterday I brought you an update on him. What we are hearing today is that as of yesterday, he was at Palma Airport. Palma Airport, his destination was Almeria. Now, as of yesterday night. Now, so today, if we don't hear in the next 24 hours, if we don't hear a year we go, probably my source is lying, because this is from my source who is close to the player, says that the player is on his way to Almeria to complete his deal. To complete his deal to Almeria, from Mallorca to Almeria. So, in the next 24 hours, we are going to hear Baba Idrisu to Almeria, and here we go, a done deal. He's going to sign a 3-year contract with Almeria. So guys, that is the latest concerning Baba Idrisu. Now, lastly, let me talk about this Ghanaian player and then close today's video. And I'm going to talk about Jesuram Raksachi. Now, Jesuram Raksachi, after impressing on loan at Charlton Athletic, winning the player of from the team or of the season, and he did very well during his loan. He came back to Crystal Palace, and Crystal Palace currently are not convinced if he can take on the burden of being their number 1 or number 2 striker. In fact, Crystal Palace are even looking for more reinforcement, looking in the way of or the direction of Eddie Nketiah. Now, what we hear is that There are a lot of championship clubs interested in Jesurun Raksachi, who has said he will play for the Black Stars over England. Now, the team that has come forward to make an official verbal approach to Crystal Palace about Jesurun Raksachi is Hull City. Let's not forget, Hull City have lost their #1 striker in the person of Benjamin Tete, so they need a replacement. And they have found out that Jesurun Raksachi fits the billing because he plays several or numerous positions across the front line. So he will be the perfect player to play in that particular position. And they are talking to Crystal Palace to see if they can meet the condition necessary to sign the player. So guys, that is the latest concerning Jesurun Raksachi's transfer from Crystal Palace to Hull City. So guys, these are all the transfer information we have for you on Ghanaian and Black Star players. Let me know your thoughts about them down below in the comment section. 7 teams interested in Ernest Nuamah, including EPL teams. Also, Mohamed Kudus. The reason why he has not transferred to Brighton and Hove Albion is because of a release clause. That's why the personal team is still stalling. Hudson-Odoi to Fulham would hear a here we go very soon in 24 hours. Also, Baba Idrisu to Almeria, 24 hours, you hear a here we go. And also, lastly, Jesurun Raksachi to Hull City would hear some good news if Crystal Palace are willing to let the player leave or loan. So guys, that is all we have for you. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notification. Also, don't forget to comment and be part of the winners who win the free jersey at the end of the month of August. My name is Adam. I'll see you in the next video. Charlie, we go vibe.